In this video, we're going to take a closer look at the Nikon ZFC to see if this is a camera worth buying. And we're not going to do that from the comfort of our studio. Nope, let's go to Utrecht and hit the streets. Let's go.
Utrecht. What a nice city for photography. But of course this is not a travel video, you should visit the Netherlands anyway. No, this is one of those videos about gear you are looking to buy from a YouTuber you are looking to subscribe. When we take a closer look at the Nikon ZFC, we find a 20.9 megapixel APS-C sensor, same as the Nikon Z50. It has one card slot, it shoots 4K video and it has a nice rotatable screen. More on that later, but first let's take some photos.
You know what's typically Dutch? Complaining about the weather and then complaining about how much people are complaining about the weather. So let's break that tradition and not complain about the weather.
Okay, so no complaining about the weather. Luckily, Utrecht offers a lot of nice compositions and interesting things to shoot despite of the grey, grim, wet, well, never mind. As you can see, the images I'm showing you are edited. The RAW and JPEG shots are decent, but they are not special. If anything, they look a little bit digital. I guess they are what you can expect from a camera at this price point. The responsiveness of the camera is good. It starts up pretty fast, not Ricoh GR fast, but still fast enough. And today I'm shooting with the 28mm 2.8 lens. There is also a 16-50 kit lens, but I really like this little prime.
Let's talk about the first impressions shooting with the Nikon ZFC. First of all, when I first picked it up, it felt a little bit plasticky, but now that I shot with it for some hours, it kind of feels nice. I really like the buttons, and overall it is a very fun camera to shoot with. It is not very stealthy. People really look at it because it is, well, it's a little bit of an eye catcher, and when you are shooting street you kind of want a camera that doesn't really stand out, and the Nikon ZFC really does stand out, so that's something to take into consideration. Other than that, I really love the flip screen. I also like closing the flip screen and just using the EVF, the electronic viewfinder. Even though it's a bit small, it is nice to be able to put it to your eye and shoot like that. But then again, it is not very stealthy to be shooting like this, so you can always use the display. And I really like that it flips and tilts. I'm not really sure if it's suitable for vlogging or stuff like that, but first impressions, pretty nice.
Of course, there is the flip screen, the 4K video, the autofocus is really good, and there are accessories you can buy, but there are also a couple of reasons why I don't really think it is a camera for vlogging. First of all, the 28mm is cropped too much, and the 16-50 kit lens has a variable aperture, so you don't really have a nice cheap wide-angle lens just for vlogging. Also, the microphone input is in front of the LCD screen, which is a little bit annoying. I think this is a camera to use for photography and the occasional video, but not really to be vlogging with. Other than that, there aren't really many downsides to the ZFC. It's just a lot of fun to use.
What I did notice, however, is that the shutter sound is quite hard, and I didn't find a way to dial it down other than just turn it off completely. So now I have it set to silent mode, but now the camera doesn't make any sound whatsoever, so you don't really get that much feedback from your camera whether or not it is shooting. And it would have been nice to have something between a hard sound and no sound at all. I'm not sure if it's something in the settings where I can dial it down, but that's something that caught my attention.
And then we had 10 minutes of nice light. What a treat! shooting with the ZFC for a couple of hours in Utrecht was nice. And if you are into photography, this camera will probably spark your imagination. There are a lot of small things I did not mention in this video, like this customizable button on the front, which really is smart and handy for some quick tactile setting adjustments. Overall, this is a nice little camera, and if you are considering buying one, you have my thumbs up. Time to head back home and thank my friends at Colorwood. So thank you Colorwood for letting me use the Nikon ZFC. I really had a fun time shooting with it. Colorwood is one of the nicest photography stores in the Netherlands. And no, I'm not being paid to say that, but I think they are one of the few photography stores in the Netherlands with people who are working there that actually love photography. And we do have this fun arrangement where I can borrow some gear to make some nice videos for you guys. So Colorwood, thank you once again. I hope you liked this video about the Nikon ZFC. I really had a fun time making it, and I hope this video can be of some help if you are in the market looking for a camera like the Nikon ZFC. And if you do decide to buy it, well, as I said, you have my thumbs up. So thank you for watching. If you aren't already a subscriber of this YouTube channel, consider doing so. I make weekly videos about exploring photography and exploring cameras and all the good stuff. So I hope to see you next week in another video. Peace.